the seats are filled, and when the lights go down, there's that moment suspended in time. We're waiting for the magic to begin.
Here he is, our choreographer, Zander.
You missed a turn. I don't need to see it again.
I can do the turn.
Fine.
When you read the script and you were first getting to know your characters, what was it that was most appealing for each of you?
Yeah, well, actually, I originally auditioned for Charlie. I did a few auditions for Charlie.
Wasn't good enough.
And they were like, yeah, and then Harry came along and like, obviously.
No, you played Zander.
Well, that's the thing. I never like connected with Charlie at all. But then I got Zander, and I just loved his intensity and his wild passion and his arrogance and his charm and like that whole concoction of like who he was. I really loved, and it was an amazing start to be able to build a character from, if you know what I mean, because it was written so well. So yeah, that was definitely what was.
They cut you?
All I need is a shot. I particularly liked the dynamic of the mother and daughter relationship that I had with Jane Seymour. My mom was also, in real life, my teacher growing up, and a lot of scenes that I read between the two I could relate to real life circumstances, and yeah, very similar, not obviously not word for word.
You guys ever need a piano player?
Not in 30 years.
What's really nice with Charlie for me is he had so many contrasting relationships within the film. I'm not, again, don't want to give too much away, but I have a very lovely, intimate relationship with the character called Rose, played by Kiyra Markham, who again is another fantastic established actress, and you get to show a real level of intimacy there, whereas you have a completely contrasting relationship with your character Zander, who, well, you know, they don't get along that well, do they? No. And I'm trying not to give too much away about the movie, but I think for me that was what was really interesting, is you kind of, as an actor, you get to play lots of different parts instead of being one-dimensional. The character's quite rounded. I think we all kind of had that. We all had lots of different things we were able to experience and lots of different relationships, which is really, really nice to be able to play. So we got to experience all these phenomenal dancers doing contemporary, breakdance, ballet, everything, hip-hop, whatever. And also we got to have this tap, of course. Beautiful, beautiful score, incredible composition. I got to learn an instrument, you got to be a choreographer, and you got to do some beautiful, beautiful dance.
What do you think it is about this generation's dance movies that are different from the others?
Well, I think with this dance movie, it's a real celebration of, like you were saying, so many different genres of dance, and that's not specific to the dance, it's the music as well. But we do some really experimental things with the piano in it, we do some really experimental things with the dance full stop actually, and even if there's something that you don't completely understand in dance, there'll be something else for you, because there's just countless different dance numbers with different feels to it, which I think I found really amazing, because I got to see all these amazing spread of dancers come and do their own personal, bring their own personal essence.
Well, that's the thing, it's all for different reasons as well. Like, it would be like a lyrical, which would emote something different, and then like a tap one that's emoting something, and a hip one, and so they're all almost like different expressions of feeling, which is amazing.
Right, and like Harry said, it is a celebration, and I think a lot of past movies that have been made centered around dance have focused a lot on the suffering and the dark side of the art world, which it always comes along with its disappointments. And if you're putting yourself out there on a world stage, in anything that you're doing, obviously you're gonna have no's and letdowns and things like that. And you'll see there's also romantic drama that you'll see in the film. But as far as when it comes to focusing on the young people and the careers that we're all pursuing in the film, it really highlights and celebrates the good part of the dance world.
Great, so much great talent involved in this project. Who was it for you that inspired you most creatively?
I think we'll have different answers here. I'm going to talk from a musical side. Our composer, Nathan, was incredible. He composed a bunch of original scores and adapted some old scores to fit the movie. And like I said before, very experimental with the piano, and things that I would never have got to experience. John Cage prepared piano, which I won't say too much about what that is if people don't know, but it's really, really special and very interesting. So he inspired me the whole way through and sent me videos the whole time through filming, and wanted to talk with me about how we were going to make sure we got the emotion on the piano across, and hopefully that comes across well.
I was quite fortunate to have worked with some amazing choreographers like Kenny Ortega, and even like back in college, like there's a choreographer called Murray Grant, and he was a big inspiration for me to how the character was to be portrayed. So it was kind of like an amalgamation of loads of different people that I've worked with and had the pleasure to work with, and had the pleasure of being shouted at by.
Yeah.
You know, and we also got to work with Thomas Doherty.
What?
I know.
That guy?
I know. That guy from what was that movie?
That movie?
What was that movie, Thomas?
I need the show to be so mind-blowingly brilliant.
I want that too.
She's phenomenal.
What exactly is going on between you and Zander? She bared her soul out there for you today.
You're strong and you're very talented. Prove yourself.